Hey, what's going on, y'all? Yeah, I just want to check in this morning. Good morning, y'all. Yeah, last night I had a stream. Shouts out to Rashawn, man. Salute. Uh, I talked about a few things about mainstream media versus alternative media, and yeah, it's like I said before. I stand on what I said, but yeah, appreciate y'all support. Um, I think there was a live stream called. I want to see the replay of the midnight operations. I'm gonna put that in my saves, watch laters. But yeah, I just want to just come outside for a minute and just chill with y'all and break down the morning. So you know, I know people are at work or whatever, but yeah, man, I just have a feeling that I think I'll do some content on the 9th. I think it's Wednesday or something like Tuesday or Wednesday or something like that. Yeah, Wednesday, and then I won't do one on Friday. Um, they're going to be, and I think Friday is like an open panel, so I want to put that out there. Um, I think on Wednesday I'm going to tread lightly, talk about what's going to be the future and changes in spaces that based off panels what I've seen lately. It's becoming a trend. It's a big trend in the sphere, even though on the Black Manosphere side, but I'm not talking about the other side of the manosphere because they see the trend as well. So it's like a collective thing because we see these trends with two guys, right? I ain't gonna mention their names, but I will eventually see this trend growing in the future, and I'm gonna cover this Wednesday on the topic. I'm gonna speak on it. That you have guys that allow women on their panels, and I understand that's like a trend. It's been trending since probably years back, but it's got more trendy than last year during the pandemic. So now it's more trending than ever. So people are looking at this content and say, "Hey, this is what's going on." So yeah, this is a self stream from outside, and I just want to put this out here. And yeah, man, um, it's very trending. So I'm just gonna chill for a minute. I'm gonna sit over here for a minute so I can bounce around this little weather because we got some rain. It was raining. It's a little damp out here, but get the flowers bloom and all that stuff. But yeah, man. Yeah, about time. I just want to check in and say good morning to everybody. But yeah, last night was a good stream and I enjoyed it. So Logan Paul got knocked out, man. That's why I'm hearing. I haven't seen no video, but I will check some later. But I'm just saying, like in this little mini self live stream that I'm on. So it's a stream. Yeah, it's just one for myself, man. I think pretty much we have the opportunities and things like that. I don't mind reading comments and things like that. I pretty much covered what I need to cover. So yeah, I mean, I have no problem camming up and things like that. So I'm just gonna flip the camera for a minute and just I have no problem in that regard. So I mean, yesterday, I think I was on the midnight operations yesterday, and it's first time talking to Third Ward and things like that. It was a good conversation. They talk about a lot of stuff, and I think you had two women on the panel going against Cuda. They was talking about this is what I'm gonna talk about in the trend. Oh, what's going on, Queen? Yeah, I am. But yeah, this is one of these things that I'm starting seeing trending right now, and I think it's going to continue in the future, probably the next 4 years, because this is the platform that we're going to be on, and I think people will start seeing them more often and come in these spaces because the two guys we're talking about, they're going to help bring the women in, so even more. That's what I'm saying. Even though the masculinity hustles is the real deal. So, and then I think Auntie had a live stream that day as well yesterday. Shouts out to him. He makes some changes. I mean, he is a co-ed space. I mean, it works. But we ain't got no problems with women over here. Even me, I don't have no problems with them. I know they don't want to get on panels and stuff with a bunch of men, so that's a good thing. But if they come into these spaces in the chat, I'm cool with that. I mean, as long as they don't get blocked over in this chat over here, I just let them rock. And they can just leave. You know what I mean? But as long as they ain't disrespectful, that's good on my part. But yeah, man. I mean, you could say, but just respect the panelists, respect the commenters and the mods, and be respectful on my channel and my platform. That's what I provide over here. But yeah, everybody's welcome in the chat. You know what I mean? Panels, I don't do a lot of females on panels. I just want less females. I'd rather do at least 1, 2, or 3. But that's a good, but it's space starting with the lack of respect. Yeah. It does. I think part of it is it's kind of wild right now. But I'm trying to figure out. I ain't trying to be like NT though, because I'm stick to what I know best. But I ain't got no issues with the females over here. They're welcome to see the platform, whatever. Because not everybody's gonna get on panels. That's a good thing. Because I think China White says she don't do them no more because it gets a heated discussion. It depends on the topic. Auntie just need to be careful and just stick to what he knows. And if they want to add something to it, that's great. Those guys in CUDA, I salute them. They can do it. Not every man can do that, but it's only a handful. But I'm just saying, for me, if I have to take the next step, I can do that, but I ain't thinking about it right now because I gotta work out. I gotta see how I do good with topics right now. So I'm just taking it step by step, because I want to see the trend. I'm gonna cover this on Wednesday. Wednesday, I'm gonna cover. You're gonna see more of it. It's a trend. That trend is going to grow sporadically. I talk about the fourth industrial revolution about this. This is a part of it. I think the females will be probably an asset to push our message, but I ain't gonna say they're gonna push all our message, but they're gonna see what we think about what's going on in the world. The world's changing. Um, Stuff is being automated. And I saw something on the Progressive podcast. Shout out to them. Shout out to Mike Vietnam. Yeah, we talked about all this last year. So I'm trying to pick up where I left off last year. And now when I see all these panels on CUDA and see who is a good fit for the channel, in the future, what I'm saying? Because I ain't rushing it right now. I'm just saying what we're going to see in the summer and the fall, because it's going to be a crazy summer in the fall, but we'll see what's going to happen. It's no biggie. Just step at a time and we'll be fine. I mean, the self streams, I'm going to use these sporadically. If I'm not doing panel streams, I always take a break from those. I try to switch it up. But I won't schedule my streams more often because sometimes I don't do a whole lot. You know what I mean? Because when you do a lot of streams every day, it drains you. You try to mix it up. Pre-records is good too, but most people don't really care for them. It depends on the person who they subscribe to, and you get your views that way. Now, pre-records is the best way to get them up. Sometimes sharing videos and things like that, but I missed the original incident. I didn't see how it exploded with Auntie. It's a whole situation. Yeah, when you try to be a male hosting a co-ed space, Queen, especially if you have some manosphere leanings. I mean, I discovered him from the Roger Report. Roger Report is basically, he accepts men, but sometimes he allows women on panels and stuff, and he wants to be respectful like that. I can't be like the Roger Report because a lot of women come to his channel and they talk about relationships and stuff, which is cool. That's the marketing drive. I'm not basically a relationship channel. Mine's more diverse in different topics. I talk less relationships on here, but I'll use it in a, let's just say, I won't say esoterically, but I'll use it in a real situation. If it's a hot topic, I'll talk about it, but I'm not gonna stay on it for hours. Yeah, yeah. Roger talks about it a little bit. He's really live right now. You'll see a bunch of women over there. Because at one time, when I first subscribed him last year, he didn't have that many women. They just came in later. but it's a trend. I'm gonna talk about this all on Wednesday. That those channels will be successful in the future if those two individuals end up becoming successful in mainstream. These channels will be like the alternative version of you seeing men and women start talking in the chats more and panels more, because you gotta be like panel friendly. They'll add some features, and I talk about the fourth industrial revolution like this couple of days ago. I think it was yesterday. I talked about it yesterday, and then I covered everything. What's going to happen with the men and women in jobs? Things like this will be a new platform, like streams, like StreamYards is going to improve. Just like Zero said in that interview with the Prophet of Thought series, he said that's going to be a big trend on that. And then Zoom and all that. It's going to get better in the future because the fourth year, we don't know who's going to be president. They're going to determine what's what. And I'm just saying, that's the thing. But to me, I just focus on what the topic's going to be, and I get it out here, and I look at other channels for ideas for topics, and then I'm just going to expound on what I'm observing. See, I observe, the space. I don't just be panel talking my knowledge and stuff. I observe how they act around the females and stuff like that, or the women, they would say, because the women, they're hearing it, but they got their own perspective, and I respect that. And I like what Kuda did yesterday on the midnight operation. I'm gonna see that again on the replay, and I like how he conversed with PC Animated and Bomb Cherry, even though they had a little bias in their nature. But Renaissance was kind of fair, but she lasted for like hours, and then she hopped up and came back on the panel, and I was on the panel with her and I believe Beach and PC Animated. First time on the panel with PC Animated. Shouts out to her. I mean, she's a good sport. She has her viewpoint. I mean, she has a damn good microphone, so she's ready. I wish she just had a channel to start up, just some content. She could talk about her different things, what's going on. Because it's always, if you're a panelist, ladies, if you got a lot to say, that's content. I hope y'all know that, because that's gonna be the future. I mean, you don't have to have an all male panel. I mean, Melody is the standard of what these panels are for female. I mean, Jessica X is too, but Melody's another one. So yeah, she ain't gonna make no change. She'll make a few changes, but I think she'll stay the same. Well, she hangs with Platinum and Kuda, should be good. Game changes on the downhill. So we already know where Melody's going. I'm still subscribed to her. I still support her shit. So, I support a few female channels. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to front here. I support a few. I support Beach and a few others. And once I subscribe over in Kudas, ain't nothing wrong with that. My thing is diversify on subscription. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's not all male, Yeah, you have plenty females on my subscription list as well. But that's the thing, man. I think Roger and Auntie's channels is pretty much similar, and I think Auntie should take his approach. What he's doing is a good conversation. That's why a lot of people like Roger. But you got these dudes complain about women all the time. We know they're females deep down because they don't act like women anyway. But you do have some proper women. I give you that. I take that back. Art of New Styles channel is another one. He tries to make his co-ed instead of male, manosphere like channels. I think people are going to that route because we're the thought leaders right now, because you got two individuals trying to promote the community again. But it's a good thing. Game changer on the downhill, and I'm glad Melody's departing herself in the spirit of girl power. Yeah, she is. She is going. I will give her probably the whole summer and the fall. You will see her more over at Kudas and other male platforms in the near future. She's going to be the next up. We'll get a lot. That's my viewpoint. That's my assumption. Because when I first heard that she said she was going to start a channel last year, she was a panelist. She was a damn good panelist, but she had topics that she needed. And I think I was on her panels a few times. I think plenty. And then I was on the panel with RBR and all that stuff. Yeah, she's good. She's good at what she does. But I appreciate her little content, her little phrases and things like that. And Melody's one of them few that you can kind of trust in a certain space. But she's gonna get better. She's gonna get better. At times, just I try to tell her, just do your content, you be all right. And I gave her some advice when she had a panel full of guys that's a little different. She's more diversifying in her little area, but she's gonna get better. As long as she hangs with certain people, know what they're doing, and done this for a while, she's gonna get a lot better. Um, she could do pre-records and things like that. I think she's gonna be the future for the females to pattern herself out. She shows herself way more than Jessica. You know, Jessica says she's gonna come next month because next month it's gonna be tricky, and I know people gonna try to dox her as hell because they want to see what she looks like. But or if she brings her self camera or a mic, we'll see. And if she does look like in the pictures, I'm gonna fall back. I'm gonna be the first one to tell you I'm gonna fall back. And I said, damn, she tricked y'all dudes, and she was smart to not show herself. I don't blame her, you know. But and there is a possibility that if she doesn't look like those pictures and got it from some girl, um, I can't guarantee you I'm gonna roast the dudes that follow her, man. So, because I don't be over there like that. So we gotta see. We gotta see. Because it's gonna be a lot of drama this summer. Get y'all heads up what's going to happen. Because right around this time last year, I subscribed to those two individuals. I thought they was boys of mine, but they flipped on me at the end when politics was around. See, politics was bad at the time. And right around this time, this is when people start adding different topics, different viewpoints. You're gonna see people flipping and flopping, try to get people over there, you know. Now it's like when GC went down, Melody's on the rise, man. I just want her to be better. So she's gonna be in excellent hands. You're gonna start seeing her this summer. You're gonna probably see her over at Kuda's way more, and Platinum's more. She's been over in Platinum's a lot. So Melody's fine. She's fine. She's in excellent hands. So she's the next up. And I'm gonna see her do way better. It just depends on the content. Now she gets girls on the panel, that's a great sign too. She's gonna have to cut some dudes off and you know, she'll allow us a few dudes on there. But Melody's gonna get better over time. She's gonna get better. So I'm cool. I'm cool with her to this day, you know. And we ain't got no issue. Ain't no issue. Always gonna support her shit. Might have to share some of her content anyway. I'll start doing that now in certain females' content as well. So we'll see. Because I'm gonna talk way more about this Wednesday, the rest of it, how you see content creators growing, who's gonna be the future of this type of format, because the Manosphere, that's just one format. You know, the men already showed you how that's done. I don't watch her content, but I wish her well. She's young and beautiful and has room to grow to the top. Yes, yes, yeah. Her content's not bad. It's just she let everyone speak. She's a damn good host from my perspective when I was on the other side. She's a damn good moderator. So, you know, she's a good supporter. So somebody like that, it's gonna be very good for her platform. And when she comes, don't be surprised she comes over here with kudos. You know, I warned those dudes, man. They're gonna get tired of that after a while. Because women have a certain way they think. Just like my mom, they have a certain way how they do things. And they just keep on. Is Manosphere content be fair? I watch a limited Manosphere content and I enjoy your channel. Yeah, yeah, my channel's diverse. It's not female attack, woman attack, because that sells, that makes money. I ain't in it for the money, you know, because the dudes that do that, that's a money grab. Okay, that's Tommy Sotomayor slash Sergeant Willie Pete type. I appreciate you though, but yeah, I'll keep you in the loop. But yeah, it's just it's just like those content creators like that. They got it from SWP when he kind of ruined the Manosphere with that stuff, man. The gender stuff, the gender war stuff. That was unfamiliar territory at YouTube at one time. They allowed it. But once we combated them, it was a big deal. Yep, a money grab. Yeah, like I said, it's one of those things when you have a content like that. It sells. Before they made money off of it, SWP went on issues, criticized what the female was wearing, but women know what we was talking about. They didn't like what we was saying at the time. I mean, even the men made mistakes too. He critiqued men as well, but these dudes just go straight hard at the women more because it's obviously they had their own problems, but some of them are improving. So it's not to go against. So see me, I've been in one relationship and understand that, and then it didn't work for me. I'm just chasing for enlightenment right now, but the 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 women ain't the real issue. It's just the men too. It's a bit of both. It's complex. We're being destroyed 101. But we was also pro black stuff. We had 4 women, like Wacky said, push the manosphere in our message. So we had women in spaces before in 1.0 era, but it's increasingly more because you got live chat rooms and panels. Just like Zero said, it's going to continue. It's a new format. That's why I don't want that to stop, because it tests us. It tests our armor. How can we conversate with them and keep on our square, and don't get too emotional, but we can have a nice intelligent conversation. We can have whatever, but some people, you can do that. It's one of those things, man. Like the relationship topics is a hot topic. They sell it, but I wouldn't say the bashing. I don't call it criticism or not liking the females or woman's perspective or whatever, because you already got Sister George for that. That's gonna come with the territory. They have to go through that fire, man. And we went to the fire too a long time ago. I remember the old 1.0 days, my first channel before it got flagged. Um, I didn't mess with those topics. I knew what I was good at because I know it was a money grab, big time. Because the more you do that, the more power you get. But when you take those topics away from them, they fall short. So yeah, Tommy made a living off of that. That's what certain men want. That's why these males groups exist, but that's part of it. Yeah. What's going on, Brownsburg? Yeah, you didn't realize. Yeah, that's normal, man. That's the modern day manosphere. That's what they preach, and they can only talk about those things because they ain't got no substance. I talked about that last night. Yeah, it was. That's what he get. He tried to do what these other content creators. I'm not gonna blame DS1 for buying subscribers, because where's the proof? What Jerome said, I can't co-sign that, because I can say the same thing about an individual that he's cool with, MOT. He did the same thing. So yeah. So I don't buy subscribers. I already know how many people be in the chat. I'll tell you a secret. If you have 3,000 subscribers, you have like 15 out of the box, and you only get like the most 60. That's possible. So I don't know where he was reaching for that. So I disagree with him on that. Yeah, fantastic. Here's a secret. He gets 3,000, right? Because I already seen his stuff on Social Blade, right? Mr. Fittinelli, right? The reason he has a lot of people in his chat room, he does victim streams, right? Victim streams sells, just like relationship sales, right? He panders. That's what they do. Ramil does something similar, but he has a little entertainment. That's why he's got 6,000 something subscribers. He gets starts out 200 out of the box, right? Then he starts out the max of 400 to 600 to 700, 800 because of his content. It's people on the panels. He puts different sources and links, but he goes out of the box every time because he's entertaining. Fantastic's not entertaining, man. He's like the pander and shit. And what he does, he uses the right wing rhetoric. That's why those people believe in him. It's his subscribers. See, DS1 subscribers is different because they here for certain levels. Yeah, they part of the Mask of Mercenary, but he didn't buy those. I don't buy that. No, you can have 3,000, have 60 in the box. That's possible. You can have less people just watching, unless you talk about something dramatic on the news like them other two that I just mentioned. You get things out the box. It depends on who you are, man. Yeah, yeah. I said victim streams. Yeah, they all do, and I don't judge them for doing it. That's on them, man. I don't do that. That's them, so they can get notoriety. Yeah, it's just recycled material. That's all I'm saying. Like, I give you an example of what he does. Mr. 824 himself. He does that. See, when I was subscribed to him, I knew exactly what he was doing. It sells, man. And the reason he talks about it, he shows himself when he actually showed himself on the StreamYard. That's what he does, man. Like, he is fun to watch the most people because he gonna get 200 out of the box. 9 out of 10, he starts out 15 to 40 people to 70 people, right? That's normal when you have 3,000. But if you're talking about something interesting and it's certain YouTube content creators you like, he's gonna get way more. That's just possible. It happens. It depends on how long you stream. See, he'll do 4 to 5 hours, 6 hour streams. He could do that. You know, DS1 has done that before, but I'm just saying the replays is what matters. It's not just you coming in because people watch it later. I've noticed that. So I'm good. I wish I had that out of the box, but hey, yeah, that's all it is. But DS1 talks about different things. He don't do victim streams like that. Nah, because he has the sheep noise and all that. That's, he don't get much viewership, but he does get views. Even though he's got 3,000, people support his content. He's just the most hated right now. Yeah, it depends on what you have. It's going on CG3, but I don't have a problem with that. I mean, but the ones that have the 20,000 that individual have, yeah, he bought subscribers because Kuda confirmed that. I understand why he did it, just messed the numbers up. But I try not to do that because most people, when they do that, yeah, they can get in trouble by YouTube. But sometimes Google don't even care as long as you ain't harming your subscribers, man. You good. But buying views like what Hammer did, yeah, that's kind of crazy. Yeah, that's what he does, man. That's Mr. Fittinelli for you, man. He always believe in wild stuff. I stay away from his content. I would say last year we had a fallout, and that was it. I troll him basically over at Ramil's. I troll that man over at Ramil's every chance I get. I love doing it because he gets upset when I light him a rod up in his ass, man. He gets upset. I get the best of him. I'm inside his head, man. And sometimes I call him champ when he's saying something right. He knows what I'm doing. I'm trolling him. It ain't no beef over here. Same with Man Tomorrow. It ain't no beef. We clown them every now and then because we know what they do, but they ain't getting no content over there. So yeah, it is. But he does have Crimson Care. He does have Kendra and a few other women. I mean, I do see him mod up. What's her name? What's her name? Brown's Kiss Dip or something like that. Shouts out to her. She's over there. There's only a few. Mother Earth. Yeah, he's you know, I'm gonna suss all of it on Wednesday, and we know it's the future. Yeah, well, a lot of women don't. You ain't the only one. I don't watch that much of her content either, but I know what she talks about. She comes out of that BGS realm. BGS praise her. He praised her and Nicole Ali. You know. Oh, you watch her time to time, Bronzer? Yeah, she's cool. Yeah, yeah, but that's just those females how they think, man. Melody ain't trying to be that. She's just a different type of content creator. I mean, she gets her views right off. You know, she asks subscribers what you want to talk about and things like that, and she'll discuss it with you and what her perspective is. She has interesting perspective. But what I get out of it is everybody has a little diversity in them, and they're capable of changing that. But DS1, like, yeah, he's helping the brothers with the A game and stuff. He does believe in that marriage stuff, which is cool. Family structure, because he has a family, which is cool. That's why I subscribe to him for one, because even though I forget he's a Muslim or whatever, but all I know is he practices what he preaches. So he's consistent with his content. So yeah, Kuda vouches for him. But when I like this content, man, that capping is life. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's a fire string. That's a classic too. He went in on that one. Should have shared that shit. Damn. But I'll eventually find it again. I'll watch it again. I'll watch it again. As a replay. I'm gonna watch it again. And I'm gonna watch Kuda's Midnight Operation as well, because some good stuff. He branches out. But yeah, man, I just want to check in, man, because just in the morning, man, I'm good over here. But yeah, I had a stream last night with Rashawn. We was talking about the mainstream versus alternative media. I went in for like some hours. I just watched a show called The Shy. I think that kind of inspired me to make that stream. And I ain't like what I saw with the BLM thing. I know they wrote that little TV series, but I had to watch it because I watched the first two. But it's interesting. They show Jacob getting beat up by the cops. The character, and it's awful. But I don't know who shot the mayor or whatever. But I haven't seen enough. But that's a good show I watch on Showtime. I mean, Chicago to me, whew, especially I got some family up there, but Chicago is rough. I've been by there once back in '98 when I was 10. I'm 33 right now, but that place has not changed. I mean, the Union is very socialist. I do agree with New and BGS on that. It's very socialist. A lot of people from the right don't like that. They try to do that shit in New York. That ain't gonna work. It's coming in 2024 because different parties is going to fight against this Biden thing, because Biden's not going to run again. I just don't see it. They don't want no woman in office. So I know how this country is ran like. But eventually, if we do get one, she's going to have to be backed by a certain male vice president. So it's possible, because I don't know what's going to happen those 4 years. I ain't worried about the current 4 years now, because a lot of people's preparing to make the change. Because next year we're gonna see what type of businesses is going to come back up, what type of content is going to come. People will be on a different wave. So, this wave of panels and females on panels, if they don't have content, they should have content, but they already getting the gear up, so they're prepared. I think they'll be prepared next year, but the men should be as well. They will be. So it's new format, but the streaming is fairly new right now, because Google Hangouts was a disaster. This is what you're seeing on apps. Nah, that's going to be successful. And I think YouTube and Google, I would say Google and YouTube is looking at it. I said, damn, we need to create an app like StreamYards. That's what they're going to try to do. Watch. Since they got rid of Hangouts, here's my thing. If they create an app that's free for this site, instead of self-streaming, then you have a panel stream along with it, what's going to happen is they're trying to compete with StreamYards. Watch what I tell you. Google's capable of a lot of things, but they'll get another. It ain't going to be called Hangouts. It's going to be some type of streaming thing. Since Mel and the others are popping up, it's plain way to do your content. So YouTube is trying to get bigger and better than before, but that's their thing. That's how they sell. That's how corporations last, man. And they support the fourth industrial revolution. It's for their benefit, but it's a tug of war struggle. It's going to be a little war there and there. I hope we don't go to war at the end of the 4 years. We'll see. Economic wise, we'll see. They try to say China's taking over. No, China's just a smokescreen for other countries to come in. China's not going to save everybody. I'm just going to tell you that. And their dollars can't get up. So everybody's talking about crypto. I cannot wait for Ty City tomorrow. I can't wait for him and his content. I just can't wait, because he's going to be free on the 8th. And we'll see what type of content. I want to see what his content is going to be about in the streams. I want to see what he's going to talk about, because this is going to be some smoke this month and next month, because he's going to be on fire. I just can't wait. I just can't wait, because he's the type of dude I would like to listen to out of all of them. But it's only a handful, man. It's just man. I can't wait, man. It's just like, I'm glad he's going to be free, because I know people are going to go over there, because this content will be on point, man. Because we're going to see. We're going to see what he's going to talk about, because shouts out to him anyway. But we're going to see that content. We're going to see. Because since he's going to do some, I can't wait, man. Me and Kuda can't wait, man. Ty City will air these dudes out, boy. Woo! Oh, I'm for the smoke today, but you know, I feel great. Slept great, man. You know, after I did that stream, man, talking to Rashawn, he said I gotta do this slave job. He said that's some crazy shit. He said they called him in for work, right? And then one of the things is he don't want to go because I had jobs like that before. I mean, man, I don't miss them days, but man, I don't even, you know, in the workplace, I don't talk that much politics until break time. You know what I mean? When people want to talk about certain things going on. Because after them Trump years, man, they was a little rough. But you got money, though. That's the thing. You got money out of it. So, you know, I ain't worried about it. Because I got a stream Wednesday and one Friday. And then I got one on the 15th. I forget what day it's on. But all I know is I think it's on that Monday. But those are the 3 streams coming up on this month, but I don't know what I'm gonna do at the end of the month because I'm gonna see. I'm gonna pick something else or a different topic because I'm trying to get something that's tangible, you know. But Ty City, man, my God, man, he's gonna be on fire. I don't know what he's gonna talk about. How is he gonna promote the Logic Sphere? We're gonna see what he's gonna talk about. I'm just gonna look. It's gonna be a lot of hurt feelings, man. He's on fire right now, and Ramil's on fire. When Ramil came back, he went up to 6,000 because he was 5,000 when I subscribed to him. But when he went up 6,000, start making hotbed topics. He's gonna. My prediction with him is 10,000. Uh, if Ty City's up there, he can get up to like 4 or 5 where Ramil's at, and then he'll get 10,000 next year. Now Kuda, same thing. If he tries to do something different, I just go ahead and do it. Me, it's another story. You know, I got to be on enough panels to get some viewage. So we'll see. But it depends on how I'm going to do in the future. But, you know, I'm thinking about getting a studio in the future. I don't know. But if I do, oh, man, that's something to think about. You know, I ain't trying to rush it. I'm going to see how I get used to this for a start. But, you know, but sometimes I'll be on my Chromebook doing live streams as well with the headsets and things like that, you know. But I don't know. I might have to look at some microphones that are, I would say, dynamic. You can hold in your hand and have a nice headset. I'm looking because I almost turned into a tech snob like my boy DJ Cuda, man. He said, I said that in the store in Target when I saw that damn Yeti, man. I was like, I laughed. And then I saw the Quad Master. I said, damn, I was attempting to get the Quad Master. I was attempting to get that $139. It's like 140. I almost had it. I was like, shit. But man, I need to go to Best Buy and get those. Man. Yeah, we'll see. I'll look in those areas because I kind of like the live streaming thing more than I do pre-records. Because pre-records, you already covered enough, especially on my channel. I already did that almost decades ago. You know, pre-records is coming outdated because a lot of people ain't gonna watch them. They just want the views. Depends on what you're talking about. It's not always the gear. It's the content and the substance of your message. Your message has to be right. See, live streams, you get your message out. Even if you turn the live stream off while you're live and after you get done with your hour or your minutes, how much you want to do it, your views go up. But then when you leave this stuff, everything goes up. And if you do the panelist thing for like months, your views go up. But a lot of people trying to say it's a dead channel. Not necessarily. Sometimes it may look dead, but it's not dead. No, you're just being active. Look at his community tab. Look at his shares. He's being active. You know, you can't be dead. Now, if you're a dead channel, yeah, I will say if you haven't shared in over months and you're doing something else and you're on other platforms, yeah, it can seem that way. See, Marquise Brown, I'll give you an example. He rented out 4 studios that he owns, right? But he doesn't hardly ever make content. He's got millions, right? But when he does make content, his views go up to like thousands or something, almost to 1 million. I told my dad he's popular because he's a whole brand. That's why people like Marquise Brownlee. I mentioned that on the third shift, and DJ Cuda heard what I said and took that and ran with it. I can say that. I can say that. But yeah, man. Yeah, I really never heard. Listen, yeah, Ty City's cool. CDG, just check him out. I mean, he's got good stuff. What's going on, Go P? More people, more people watch live stream. Yeah, they do. All right. Yeah, man. Yeah. CG3. Ty City's pretty cool. I mean, he's got his own little thing, how he does things, but he talks about other stuff. He talks about crypto and things like that. He talks about a variety of topics. He's another good one. And I'm glad to support. I learned a lot about his channel about the new Manosphere and how they don't want these groups. That right there draw me to him. I learned a lot about his channel. That dude is something else, man. He's something else. I can't wait till he live streams, man. It's so real. You know, he's gonna live stream tomorrow because I said that today is the it's the 7th. So yeah, yeah. He's free today. Okay, Street Team means. Yeah, I didn't know, but he's supposed to start on the 8th. Yeah, Free Tie City. Yeah. He's supposed to be free according to tomorrow's, but but I don't know what he's got. I mean, I'll look for tonight. I don't know what he's got, but he's got something planned. Knowing him, because I don't know if Ramil's streaming or not. So yeah, yeah, the 6th or the 8th. It's the 8th. It's the 8th. Today's the 7th. He'll probably live tomorrow because I know he's not gonna go today. He's gonna do a proprietary premiere. But he will live stream. He will live stream tomorrow because I know he definitely will be free because I don't know what topics he's gonna bring because I'm curious because I know his live streams is crazy because I've seen his old streams. I want to see what he's gonna do. Oh, that's yeah. I ain't worrying about Bernie. Yeah, I don't be over there like that. Yeah, Mr. Povich. Nah, I'm good, bro. I'm good, bro. I'm good, bro. You can have that. I already got my Springer on. I got Platinum Springer for that. Platinum has all the lit joints. I be over there way more than Bernard's. I don't care for Bernard's because Bernard's got dudes that still ask the same old dumb shit. Yeah, Bernie. Yeah, I know Street Team. Yeah, I don't mess with Bernie like that. Bernie tries to compete with Ramil. He's not gonna get those subscribers like that. My prediction to him would probably be 8,000. Ramil's gonna get 10 and more because he's energetic. Bernard just do the same old stuff. He likes a little drama, but but hey, that's what sells. He may get more. I don't know, but I'm picking Ramil getting way more than him because when he came back, his subscription went up. I'm sorry, and he has a Patreon. Yeah, Ramil's is the best. Like I said, he's an entertainer, man. Like I told you, that's why I call him Lord Ramil, man. You're not going against that. A lot of people like Ramil more than Mr. Fittinelli, man. But Mr. Fittinelli's trying to be right behind him. But I get it, I get it. And Ty City's up there. If Ty City gets past Mr. Fittinelli, man, we'll see. Because it's gonna be a wild summer. Everybody may talk about different things. But BGS is reigning supreme right now. He's got his 37,000, even though he's blacklisted, but there's a way around that. Some people's gonna stay where they're at. Some people just gonna go up, You just gotta fall for the entertainment and tread lightly. Because next couple of years, a lot of people think that it's gonna be bad. Nah, it's not gonna be bad because Biden's not gonna last that long. He's not gonna die in these years. No, he's gonna be all right. He's got the best drugs in the world. He's president because you ain't gonna hear much. Now Trump, you hear a lot because he's bombastic, but Biden is different. He's like Obama. He keeps everything calm until he leaves, and then you got the chaos after the 4th year because you don't know which party and Trump's party, they're trying to fight to make some changes right now. See, 2022 in the state of Georgia right now, I'm in the state of Georgia right now, there will be an election for the governor's seat. And I think, what's her name? Stacey is campaigning right now, and then that Kemp guy's going to leave. That's all I'm saying. And it's going to be a different environment and push. You hear about China being ready for war on the news yesterday? I don't know if they're ready for war. It's not going to happen. I mean, I've heard some shit. But here's the problem with that. China may have all the might, but they're not a military threat. I'm going to tell you that right now, because Russia will protect them, but both of them will be destroyed because they're all working together with America on the low. They ain't going to tell you in these spaces like I'm going to tell you. America has the CIA and secret societies on their side, man. They control those countries, man. China tries to think about going to the world, they'll lose their money. So they're not going to do that. I mean, I got that from BGS himself, and then I did my own research on it. He's absolutely right. They're not going to war. They think about their economy right now. They are going to a trade war, yeah, but not no physical war. Nah, because they don't want to risk that. They're thinking about it, but they ain't got the capability to stop it, because other countries want them destroyed anyway. Isn't the white and Asian race ones that will go against each other in the esoteric prophecies? Yeah, they're going it right now. They're just not going to last long, man. The problem with them is the white man is a cheater. You can't trust them. The Asians, they stick together, but here's the thing, string teams, they're divided. Japan will support the West. You got countries that sold out to corporations. Think about it. It's about that dollar, man. And cryptocurrency is not doing enough. So they need the dollar. See, what Tassi is going to say, which is going to piss people off, he's going to say it tomorrow, probably about that as well, about the China thing and the war thing. Because he talks about things that people don't want to talk about. See, Ramil does too, but he tries to tread lightly. You know what I mean? Because China's just one cog, man. That's just I don't want to say it's a distraction, but I say people invested into it way too much. I try to stay away from the Chinese talk because they're not really a threat. Yeah, Russia will team with China, but I thought Russia would want to be above China. Well, Russia's trying to destroy China in a secretive way. Most people try to say they're cool, and that's not true. They hate China. They're white people. I'm going by race. They don't like Americans either, but deep down, they fuck with the CIA on the low. They're not going to tell you that. Not going to tell you that. I got this information from Eric John Phelps, and he broke it down. Because what's going to happen after Biden leaves office, the new right is coming. And they're not playing with these Negroes and anybody else that go against that. So you got our military wants to be a super police force. So all the countries are going to be a super police force one day. That's the goal with this fourth industrial revolution I talked about that Sunday yesterday. And I broke down how it's going to change things, and the military too, and legislation. Yeah. Just like that's what I thought. Russian intelligence, CIA teaming up, just like the show. Yeah, that's the same thing. If you want to talk about the EWs and the Sioux, they're the same people. You want to talk about the Jesuits, they're the same people call themselves the EWs with the J. But they're the same people. But really, they're Edomites historically. No matter what version, I don't care if they're Ashkenazis, whatever, they're all the same because they have Roman culture in them. If you study the Roman the J words or the EWs, they're the same. Yeah. No, the Jesuit stuff is the same, man. It's like, you ever study Christianity? I'll give you a secret. Jesuits are like a race. Even though they use the Catholic Church as a buffer, but them over there in Israel, they created that. So in secret society, they're really one and the other. I said some foul shit about them back in the day when I had my old channel and broke them down. And they on the internet too. That's why I don't say much about them, because they're one and the same. You don't hear a lot of criticism on that side. You always hear criticism of the left and those people you call communists over there in Israel, because it's a fake land, man. It was created by them. Back in the 40s, they wasn't even popular. They was killing each other over the Holocaust and stuff. And Hitler knew that. Yeah, they're the same people. That's all they are. Most of the Jesuits or the EWs are really the same people. They're really Edomites. They call themselves the Jays for the distraction. When you take it away and go by the Edomite history, they're the Amalekites deep down. The Temanites exist. That's the other white Europeans. I used to teach that stuff back in the day. And that's why they don't like me for saying it, but it's the truth because it's evidence in prophecy because what they're doing, they know the black man used to rule this earth in those years when we was called the Israelites or whatever, or Zion people, because we're still Zion end of the day. We're not no Africans. And fasting slipped up in a third stream, I would say the third shift stream with Just DeAndre said, most Africans know who they are when they're Egyptians and things like that. And other friends say the North Pole and others say America's on. Yeah, yeah. They say stuff like that. Yeah, I hear those stuff all the time. Yeah, it's the same people. But that yarmulke is a Roman custom. Or if you want to talk about Zionism, I got that from Eric John Phelps. He broke that down. Why they created that six-pointed star and it's no different. They're the same people. They do the same type of rituals, man. But they're Edomites deep down because they're violent. Yeah, they're violent, man. Who has the most guns in the man of the field in the scriptures? Edomites. Me and Wacky went against them back in the day. I was beefing with them in the comments. I blocked some of them too. They don't mess with me. Yeah, they were, man. They are. You know, they try to confuse you with the Jays, but if you study the biblical history of them and they try to distort things, and if you read the Tetragrammaton, they're the same people. And the thing is, they ain't built that temple yet. And that's another reason why China's not trying to go to war, because that temple ain't built. So the Jesuits is trying to gather everybody. That's what you see on the street. You see these Negroes with the 6-point stars on the street, they're agents, man. They're trying to gather. You see it in the manosphere. You see it outside the manosphere. They're trying to gather. But that's not going to work because people have been preaching the end time for years. So I don't know if it's going to come next year, or I ain't going to say it's the end of the world. It's the end of the age of them. See, we don't know. 4 years later, we don't know. Yeah, but the J didn't exist back in the day. That was added. It's like a hook. It's actually a Y. So yeah, they can talk about this Jesus stuff for years. Yeah, I don't believe in that native stuff. I mean, I try not to get into the native thing because we're native to the East anyway. Because the Native American stuff, that's just, I've heard that a lot from these groups on the streets. I try to stay away from that because that we may have a little bit of that, but it's not all of black people because they're still digging up in the ground. They're still digging up overseas. Um, it's more about to come out. That's just the beginning, but it's going to continue because what's going to happen is you're going to see everything digging out of the ground. I think Dr. Valentine covered that and others covered that. It's going to continue. It's not over. I listened to actually go on a website called realhistory.com and it breaks down all those statues and all this stuff. But if you deal with scriptures, some of that shit is real. But you got to listen to the foreign people that know our history more than us. Fasting told on himself on the third shift with the Just Give Me Credit by Kuda's channel. And me and Justin DeAndre talked about it. He broke down a lot of things. Hebrew class have biblical Hebrew text, Arabic. They still never finished the Quran. Yeah, I just find it comes for Hebrew class, but yeah, the J didn't exist. That was added by those group of people I told you about, and it means a lot of things. I read the Tetragrammaton. That's the only one I read. They don't read that. I'm gonna tell you why they don't read that because they don't have the tongue for it. See, they speak Yiddish. It's not Hebrew anyway. It's German. It's a German like Hebrew. It's fake Hebrew. It's not even real. There's no manuscript. Yeah, Tetragrammaton is hard. I mean, it's in scrolls, Dead Sea Scrolls. You can have tablets. Yeah, it's Yiddish. That's what they call it, modern Hebrew, but really it's not really Hebrew. It's really German because they add syllables to it. I don't read Yiddish. I'm gonna tell you that right now. That's not real Hebrew. That is something they invented. Because if you study Nazi Germany, they're the same people. Hitler was one of them. I got it from different scholars when I was in the conscious community, and they broke it down. You have to do the research. Yeah, that's good. I mean, you can still read that, but you can also get one in Hebrew, but it's hard. But it's in the stones, probably somewhere in Israel, somewhere in the desert. I mean, it's scattered, it's so many. But the Dead Sea Scrolls is really the Old Testament, the old Torah, you know? That's what we all should be reading. See, the New Testament is new. That's created by the Vatican and the Jesuits all day, or what we say the Jews, whatever. But same people. They do that so they can distort a little history. But they know that the Edomites deep down because they know their history is kind of tainted right now. So yeah. So with that, I'm gonna cut this off. Shouts out to Street Team Memes, Go Professor, Queen of the South, CG3, Bronzebird. Yeah, I'm about to head out. It's about to dip. So with that, I'm gonna say peace and shalom. Yeah, I got the Book of Jasper, man. All right. Oh.